Welcome to TYTSports / What the Flicks hybrid conversation of the NFL on Sunday. Obviously, we need a name. Rick, request a name.
I'll think of something.
But they'll help. Maybe they can give us a name.
Request a name in the comments or tweet at Ben and I. Not Jank, he doesn't check his Twitter account.
Yeah, no, I check my Twitter account, but don't send me that crap. Okay, and I think it's fairly obvious that we're the Monday morning quarterbacks, but okay.
Like, right. I mean, but do you get that like 7,000 people have been named that before and that we should try and do something?
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
All right. So we break down everything that we think was important yesterday in the NFL. I have to start with the game that captivated me, and I know captivated you because you have some investment in the New York Jets' failure this year.
It's like Ben 2.0 on the show now.
So the Jets won their opener. They beat the Bucs 18-17. Nick Folk with a 48-yard field goal to win it there at the end. What that did, before we get to the enormous mistake of Levonte David, one of the classic NFL horrible penalties. There's like 10 a year that directly cost a team a game, and this was one of them. When the Buccaneers took the lead on their field goal with 38 seconds left, that play, I think there was 34 seconds left actually after the field goal. They kicked it with 38. But that play, that fourth down play that the Jets stopped the Bucs on, the Bucs made no real attempt to get a first down, other than giving the ball to Doug Martin, who's good and might have gotten a first down. But the Jets called the timeout after second down, they called the timeout after third down, and then fourth down rolls around, and Rex Ryan just lets 7 seconds run off the clock. That play, that whistle was blown at 45, and then I'm watching it, and I see 45, 44, 43, 42, 41.
Keep going.
40, 39, 38. Timeout. I mean,
No, but like with Ben counting it down actually makes sense because you're like, when are you going to call it?
Yeah.
When are you going to call it? And I'm like, thank God, maybe he's not going to call it.
right.
Because I want the Jets to lose. As Ben pointed out, I have an investment in their failure, right? But the Jets suck. They're horrible. But like they got lucky that Sanchez got hurt. They might have accidentally started him. Rex Ryan has that maybe quite literally a love affair with Mark Sanchez.
He has lovely feet.
Yeah, and I wish that they would start him for the whole 16 games because he's not an NFL quarterback and he would lead you to certain failure. Now they bring in a running quarterback. Oh, for Christ's sake. Like they might actually win some games, right? If they're helped tremendously by the incompetence of the other team, which leads us to Tampa's
Right, but let's
penalty.
not because those are the kind of decisions, not calling that timeout, of why I believe that NFL coaches are among the dumbest people in America. Like, I can't fire a team up. Like, you could fire a team up. I can't fire a team up. But neither of us.
Pep talk, Ben.
But neither of us could be. You know, you're paid professionals. Do your job.
That'll work. That'll go.
It might actually. But anyway, and I can't design a play. I don't know how to attack. The cover two. Right?
But if you had one job, it would be to call timeout.
I know when to
That's what
call
you're saying
timeout
would be
because
good.
that's not really football. That's understand, that's a different level. That's clock management, when to call timeout, when to let them score, all those things that work. When the play clock is running down in the first half and you're at the 14-yard line and there's only 13 seconds left but you're about to get a penalty, don't call. Don't burn a timeout in the second half. Don't burn a timeout. Take the 5 yards and punt. Right? Like, if it's a close game, you need that timeout later.
I think Rex Ryan was contemplating whether he wanted to call timeout, and then he just realized that time was just getting away from him, and he was like, yeah, fuck it, let's call timeout.
You called it after second and third down. You obviously committed to that strategy.
Yeah.
Some coaches, and we've seen it happen, wouldn't have called any of the timeouts, and they're like, our field goal team is tough enough to stop them. So it's insane. And the fact of the matter is, when Geno Smith had that scramble, then when the Jets got the ball back, was knocked out. Was it about went out of bounds at
Turned into a 25-yard play.
He was knocked out at about the 45-yard line, right? Went out of bounds at the 45-yard line. If the same things happen and they have 7 more seconds, there would have been 14 seconds left in that game. And even if Levonte David doesn't hit him out of bounds, the Jets would have been able to run another play, maybe get to the 30-yard line on their own, right?
Yeah.
The fact is, when there were 7 seconds left, you're throwing the ball in the end zone, basically, or maybe a quick out, something. But those 7 seconds mattered tremendously. It's just that we don't have to focus on them because Levonte David took care of that.
But I'm glad they won that game because of that penalty, okay? Like, it drives me crazy that they won the game because of that penalty, but good. At least it cost somebody a game that you keep hitting the guys out of bounds.
Yeah.
And look, don't get me wrong. I was a middle linebacker in high school, etc., and it drives me crazy when the guys tiptoeing along the sidelines, and if you hit him, they say, oh, you hit him out of bounds. No, the son bitch was tiptoeing, right? If he's tiptoeing, take his head off, right?
Right.
But if somebody's running clearly out of bounds and they're 5 yards out of bounds, no, then you're being a dick.
Yeah,
and
he
you
was
know,
good.
you
And-
cost you a game, good.
Yeah, and also there's a way to do it. Like, well, anyway, he hit him too hard. He could have. Yeah, it was a terrible play, and nobody seems to be defending him. So, and I'm sure he feels miserable.
You know what the worst thing to come out of this, actually, Ben, that you brought this up before? It's another reason for Geno Smith to boost his ego a little
Yeah,
more.
Geno Smith's a
after
pain in
this
the
game.
ass.
Yeah, he's a total pain in the ass.
He said
Oh, really?
He
Yeah.
said good things after the game. He said at least talk. He
said good things.
Yeah.
You want me to read his quote?
Yeah. Maybe I missed it.
I don't like to brag on myself.
Oh, please.
Oh, great.
Here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Resilience is something that you have at this position, and that's something that I think was always instilled at me at an early
Let me
age.
stop you. Guilty.
No. May I keep going?
Okay. All right. By the way, I'm really resilient. I get hit out of bounds like the best of them.